Alright, you guys know the drill. I had you guys vote in a poll ranking the Hasunosora subunits, Sarai's Bouquet, Dokasura, and Mirakura Park, and see what was your favorite out of those subunits, as well as picking your top 3 songs from each individual subunit so we can see what songs that people like the most out of each individual subunit. So without further ado, we'll be going over the average of your guys' rankings, and I will show you the video for the top 3 songs of each subunit. So first up, we'll go with Sarai's Bouquet. So of course the first result is going to be for Sarai's Bouquet, and we have 11 songs that we have for them, and I can see that it looks like the newer songs really haven't soaked in, or maybe people haven't listened to them, and that's fair. They're not even officially out, but we have been able to listen to them if you go out your way and look for the live streams and such. But as for the favorites, we have Holiday Holiday being number 1, Suicide Sekai being number 2, and 3 being Mixed Shake. So, Suicide Sekai and Holiday Holiday, those did get MVs, but I imagine they like picking more their songs that they imagine they'll do well and get them lyric videos. But, you know, for me as well, those are the songs I enjoy as well. I still mostly like Suicide Sekai as my favorite. Holiday Holiday would probably be pretty close in the second. And then Genyo Yakko, I would say probably my third favorite. But those are the ones that I'd say I like a lot. I also do like Okaraman as well. So as you can see from here, these are just the ones that I've got from first to third place. So this is, you know, no perfect science, but this definitely gives you a good idea of what kind of songs that people like from Sarai's Bouquet. The only one I'll probably personally disagree with is Mixed Shake. I don't really care for Mixed Shake whatsoever, but that's just my opinion. So now let's go ahead and look at the results for Dokasura. So those were results for Dokasura, and we got the first song from them, Awoke, being the number 1 choice, where second place would go to Scapegoat and third place would go to Tragic Drops. Overall, of course, we also see some of the newer songs don't do as well. Again, not a lot of people know about it as much, but my personal favorite probably still would be Jibun Diary. A little sad to see that it's second to last, but it is definitely a different style than what Dokasura normally does. If you're a fan of Dokasura, you're going to probably like songs like Tragic Drops, Scapegoat, Awoke. Those are the kind of songs that really go with their style. And I really like Scapegoat and Tragic Drops. I think those both have a really cool, unique twist to much of the other kind of songs, and it covers that little gothic theme. But I just think they just sound really cool, you know, instrumentally. Awoke, I'm not as big a fan of it, but clearly it looks like a lot of people really like that one. But overall, I think Dokstro has done a pretty dang good job, and they've got a handful of pretty dang good songs that I listen to all the time. So now let's cover the last subunit, Mirakura Park. 'So last but not least, of course, we have Mirakura Park, and currently they only have 4 songs. They were formed later in the story, so that's why they have less songs available to them. And so we get to see that first place goes to Hakuchu Alamo, then Kokon Tozai, then Do Do Do, and then last place going to Identity. Again, that is the newest song, so I feel like that might hurt its rankings, but it's also probably the song that tries to be the least cute. It's a little more kind of a Sadai's Bouquet kind of flavor, where they try to be a little more elegant, and it's probably still my favorite Mirakura Park song. But I do gotta say, Hakuchu a la Mode has definitely grown on me as I listen to it more. I think it's definitely something that I feel like is really in tune with the kind of style they do. And you know what? It's a cutesy song, and I think it could be a decent listen to as well. The other songs, and overall, just I'm not crazy about Mirakura Park, but a lot of them I feel like they do have a different style. Dodo is a little more of the gamer-esque kind of thing, and then there's Konkon Tozai, which looks like they're trying to talk about video games and leveling up, and they go in really fast pace. I don't know, I think it's an okay song, honestly. Some people really like it, and it's good for them. For me, I don't know. I'll probably stick to some other songs. But now that we covered each individual songs, now we can talk about the subunits as a whole and where do people put them currently. So in last place we got Mirakura Park, no surprise. Then we got Dokstro and Sadai's Bouquet. And definitely for me, I was wondering which would people prefer more, Sadai's Bouquet or Dokstro. And based on previous data that I've collected before, the cooler subunits usually are the ones that win. We generally have BB being the favorite or Guilty Kiss and such, so I was kind of surprised to see Sadai's Bouquet has a little bit of an edge over them. But personally, I do like Sadai's Bouquet a little bit more, but Dokstro has been doing a pretty good job making a bunch of songs that I personally like, and Mirakura Park's, it's there, and they make okay songs, but they haven't really done one I would say they hit out of the park, though. I'll definitely listen to Identity a little bit more, and Hakuchu Mode, it's definitely been a pretty decent addition. But for the other 2 subunits, you can see they definitely done pretty dang well, and it depends on what section you are of the demographic you would win, and Mirakura Park you just lose in all of them. So you can definitely see some differences in who likes what. So you can definitely see that for males it's pretty much the same, but there was a noticeable boost from females where they seem to like Sadai's Bouquet more than Dokstro. And then if you're in the 15 to 20, you like Dokstro a little more, but if you get a little older, you go back to Sadai's Bouquet. So the general target audience of Love Live and anime in general is the 15 to 20 year olds. So you have a little shift there, but in the end, it's not a huge drastic difference amongst the age groups. But that more or less covers the Hasunosora subunits as they are so far. They've been releasing boatload of songs, so it's kind of crazy how much they have done. Of course, Mirakura Park is behind, and they haven't released as much songs, so I guess you can take these rankings not as seriously because it's a little unfair, but in general, we got a pretty good idea of the members and what kind of style that they have. So in the end, this is probably going to stay this way unless one of them creates a absolute banger that everybody loves, and I'll definitely hope that is the case in the future. And anyways, here are the demographics of the voters if you're interested. So if you can see the breakdowns of each individual section, and of course thank you to the people who are participated that also wish to be credited, as you see their name going across the screen right now. Of course, I also have some comments. Some of you said Mirakura peak. Surprised I didn't think of that joke myself, but I don't really think they peak. But there's definitely a lot of people who do really enjoy Mirakura Park, and that's great, honestly. They each have their own style, and there's always songs that are for other people. And some people might like some groups, and some just don't like some other groups. But that, of course, is fine. Overall, I do like what I have gotten from them. They have a lot of songs, and there are definitely songs that I do like. The one thing I do want to say in general about Hasunosora is that I feel like they're working hard to nail the quantity aspect, but they're kind of lacking in the quality aspect. With so much time being to release a boatload of songs, I don't know, I'm not super crazy about a lot of the vocals. I feel Hasunosora and their vocals are a little weaker than some of the other groups that we have. And yeah, sure, you can get away with it a bit when you auto-tune it, but if you ever watch some of their lives, it kind of, you can tell that they're not quite as strong as the others, and sure, they'll improve over time and whatnot, but I don't know. In general, I still do like what I have, and not every song is going to be a home run, but they do have a lot of songs, and the more songs they do, the more styles they do, the more likely they are to get some hits with some people. And for that, that's kind of cool. They have a bunch of music videos which have been pretty cool, and their FesxLives, well, it's not all-star quality, which kind of looks, in many ways, looks kind of lame to all-stars in a way, but they're doing it for so many songs, and that's something I do really appreciate. There are a lot of songs that take a long time for you to eventually get an MV for, or just never get that, and there just ends up being some songs that just kind of get forgotten. And for what they've done, they've released a bunch of music videos, or they put some dances in the FesxLives, and I think that's been really nice to have really early on, and that's a great way to get more interested in the song. So that's one thing I am really happy about. But let me know what you guys think about this sub-units. What's your favorite, and what are these songs that you got from them that you like a lot? Let me know all about that in the comments below. And thank you guys for watching. I hope to catch you guys in another video soon.